We'll get to those. The aggravated assaults, both of those are domestics, people that were threatened. The burglary was a gun that was taken from an unlocked car that was in an unlocked or open garage. The disorderlies, just basically reports on those. Both embezzlements were cars that were loaned out. The family dispute, we had a stalking report and a protection order violation. Frauds, checks, ID thefts, credit cards. The indecent exposure, that was a guy that had exposed himself. He was laying outside in the grass. He was arrested. Larcenies, shopliftings, mostly. Some bicycles, a couple of other unlocked cars. No big quantities on the narcotics. The robbery, that was, we made an arrest on that one. And that was last night, just before 10 p.m. at a liquor store in the 1900 block of West 12th Street. We had a guy, I believe he had been suspected of shoplifting a few minutes earlier at the store, but he returned, showed a knife, ended up taking money from the clerk or from the register, and then left. No injuries with that, but we had officers that came to that area and found him probably about a block or so away. So he was arrested just for the one count of robbery. They did find the knife that he'd used in that robbery as well. Do you want a name on that?
Yes, please.
Okay. His last name is Hamilton, Hamilton. First is Phillip, Phillip. Middle is Callan, Kallynn. And he's 27, and it lists him as a transient from Sioux Falls. Quite a few sex offenses on the log, a few of those reports, a few of those are reports. There's a bunch of sex offenders that didn't register. That probably explains why we had so many of them. Simple assaults were more domestics. Vandalisms were both cars that were damaged. And the weapons violation, that was a house that was shot with a gun. That was in the 500 block of West 25th Street. It happened probably around 1:15 a.m., somewhere in that time frame. It wasn't reported, I don't think, until later, or was it? No, it was reported then. I'm sorry, I was looking at something else. So that one, we had a couple of actually several people that were in the house. The bullet actually traveled through the wall into a room where a dad and 3 kids were sleeping. Thankfully, nobody was injured. The dad in that room heard a noise and thought it was like a tree branch or something. There was somebody else in the house, another adult, heard the noise, thought it was some firecrackers. They went outside and ended up seeing the bullet hole through the house and then figured out where it went from there. So not a whole lot of information to follow up on this point. The adults had no idea why somebody would have done this, why their house was targeted. So I guess that's about all I have on that. But
And it was just shot once?
there were 2 shell casings that were found in the area, but the house, they were able just to see one hole in the house. That's all I have, unless you guys have anything else. Okay, thanks.